Chrissie Hynde of the Pretenders said that she doesn't want any part of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, even though she was inducted into it. Imagine that. Like you're in it, but you don't want to be in it. Remember Dolly Parton? We'll be talking about her in a few minutes too. So she posted a pretty harsh insight about how she feels about the Rock Hall and said that the only reason she accepted the induction was because she didn't want to disappoint her parents. Did we ever want to disappoint our parents? Like, I think that was the worst feeling in the world, to know that I had disappointed my mom or my dad. So I'm feeling what Chrissie Hynde was feeling here. Chrissie said, other than Neil Young's participation in the induction process, the whole thing was and is total bollocks. I thought the word said buttocks, but it's bollocks. So it's total bollocks. It's absolutely nothing to do with rock and roll, and anyone who thinks it is a fool, per Chrissie Hynde. Okay. All right. The Rock Hall has not replied to the request for comments on what Chrissie said, and someone else also recently came out and did her own Rock Hall bashing, and that was Courtney Love. Courtney said that barely 8% of its inductees are female, and the canon making doesn't just reek of sexist gatekeeping, but also purposeful ignorance and hostility. I didn't know that, though. There were only 8% of females in the Rock Hall. Did you know that? I did not know that. And I'm not going to stand on my woman soapbox. I'm just being honest about, like, I don't do that. I'm not like that. Okay. But I do feel that there should be more ladies in the Rock Hall. But the Rock Hall, we've all got our feelings on that thing. This year, the nominations ironically include many women, including Cyndi Lauper and Kate Bush, but they're not officially in the Rock Hall yet. They're still in nominated status. Is this really just a woman not being inducted issue? Well, I think it's more of a people who deserve to be there and still aren't in their issue. Eddie Money and Lou Graham, hi. Been saying for how many years that they deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they're still not there. Seriously? It's just, every year that list comes out, I'm like, wah, wah. And come on. What is the problem? You just have to say, what is the issue? And Lou has been very clear that it's a political thing. And he says he'll never get in it, but it's like, why? I mean, these guys they were really a huge part of the 80s rock and roll genre. How could either one of them not be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? So we can call the Rock Hall whatever names we want to. We can, and we all have at one point or another, and say it's not the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or is it? But to some being inducted, it is an honor for them to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It is. I mean, for those who have gotten inducted into it, they're happy about it for the most part. Def Leppard, I don't think they wanted to do it, but they did it. But most of the people were very happy to be there. So you have to wonder how the picking happens. And, as I was writing this, I'm like, why don't we have a documentary about how the people get picked to be nominated into the Rock Hall? Why don't we see the whole process? Why don't they do that for us? Why don't we see who does the picking and how they determine who goes on that list? I would love to see a behind the scenes thing, and I think many of you would too. But then there are many people that go, I just don't care about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because it's a joke. Like, so many people hate it. Really, I think a lot of people just hate it, but you have to respect the people that want to be there and have gotten there. And I do. But the institution, I mean, seriously, I do. I think there needs to be a name change. It shouldn't be called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame anymore. It just shouldn't. It should be called something else. Just change the name to the whatever you want it to be, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. to whatever you want to be Hall of Fame, to I've been awake since 2 a.m. Hall of Fame, to just put anybody right here Hall of Fame. I don't know, something not rock and roll, because it truly is digressed from that, which we all know. So do I think we'll ever see a documentary documenting behind the scenes of how people got nominated and who's doing it? No, I don't think so. I don't think we'll ever see that in our lifetime. However, it would be nice to. I need to lose weight, kids. Like my hip fat is dripping off of my pants.